Damn, that music is smooth. That's why I chose it. Hello, y'all. This is Kev, and I'm the Black Manosphere Show of the Week. Of course, this is pre-recorded, so I do apologize in advance for not responding to comments. But read what's going on across the bottom of your screen. That Cash App is down there if you want to throw in anything. But other than that, let me get to the point. And the point is this: I think that and I believe that 99% of all you come here just to be entertained. Because it is it goes like this. Solutions aren't defined as the outcomes, well, set up outcomes that you like, or the outcomes that you feel as if you're working toward that actually produces something. A solution is an absolute. It is what has to be done. And that's kind of how I've always seen things. But with that being said, people who often use this word solutions, saying that we're looking for solutions, they're just flat out lying. Like I said, most people come here to be entertained and act like that, that's not what they're here for. And that's just a ton of virtue signaling. I mean, you can always tell by a popular YouTuber when they do an informative live stream that the people that are usually there for their other times are not there for them when they're trying to actually tell them something. I give you an example. I was watching a stream with Bernard Riley, and he was interviewing Sub Zero 3639. The people who are usually there for the other streams when it comes to social media blow ups and viral moments, people are always there in mass. But when someone's trying to let you know some stuff that is trying to help you, they are not there. And I mean, it's always going to be on the content creator to make things, I guess, more attractive to their brand. I'm not saying that anyone is entitled to anything, but based on the problems that are being presented, there are solutions based chats, solutions based shows, but we like the mess. And it's something that, we are never willing to admit. And I mean, it's okay. I mean, to have a balance of everything, solution based stuff, skills based stuff, entertainment based stuff, relationship based stuff. But here's the thing: when the conversation of the symptom shows up, then that's where all the little breakdowns start to happen, because we have to point a finger at certain elements when it comes to how we're going to solve this problem. Okay, the symptom is this: black folks don't listen. How you fix that? Black people need to start listening. So since we identified the problem and we have a solution, how do we get those words out? Yeah, some people are too proud to listen. Some people want to play innocent or act like they had nothing to do with what's going on with us black people, and it's reflected in just about every aspect of what we do on social media. So since we're talking about social media, let's talk about it. How you guys act on social media versus how you act in your real lives. Did you ever have a solution that happened in your real life and you wanted to bring it to social media, only you cared about what others thought and what others were saying? So you have to figure something out. I used to have that dilemma. People were saying all kinds of stuff, and I felt as if people were getting in my way by talking about one particular topic. But I also had to go with the thinking that nothing was entitled to me. So I couldn't go around saying that about other people, that they were not giving me the solutions that I was looking for without me first being able to identify the problem. So, you guys in the chat, while I say this is pre recorded, why don't you start talking about amongst yourselves what are some of the problems that we have in the Black community, and what are some of the solutions that we can implement? Because I don't see any type of spearheading toward this out of anybody. I mean, too many of these conversations, and dare I say, get to be about women, and it's on all sides of it. It's on all sides. Either it becomes a conversation talking about how women are fucking up, or it's a conversation about how these dudes keep talking about how women are fucking up, but it always gets back to women. So don't be that guy. I mean, someone who's actually trying to come up with a solution to all of this. But the thing is, the anybody that wants to come up with a solution has to stop by this, have to make a pit stop. And that pit stop is the mentality of the people. Yeah, that's the one thing that we don't visit whenever we talk about these things, is that how messed up a mentality that our people have towards each other. I mean, seem to be able to get in a straight line for everyone else. And that's just to spite the others sometimes, which is stupid and has been stupid for years. But you got to get to the bottom of why things are fucked up and how we can stop them from being fucked up. That's the part where no one wants to listen. I'm not better than, any of you guys. You're not better than me either. Let's just put it like that. And yeah, this old nigga is trying to talk this peaceful shit. Well, I'm not done yet. Why shouldn't we talk about the problem? You know how many lives is affected in a negative way? I mean, like, you can point the finger, you can use the both logic, but we're pretty much all fucked up out here. And we don't want to take a look in the mirror. I have taken a look in the mirror sometimes, see how I affect things. That doesn't mean that the entire Black man populace is responsible. People like to use the saying that, you're only strong as your weakest link, but a lot of y'all's chains out there broke a long time ago. There are Black men out there that don't want to see this for Black men. But what's the problem? Are we willing to identify what the symptoms are so we can handle these symptoms, so we can implement this solution before the symptoms lead to a bigger problem? And we're pretty much, for the most part, already at the bigger problem. I say here's a problem. A lot of content creators put pussy at the top of the list. And, you can say that, oh, he's talking about the Black manosphere. No, it's just this imperative in Black men to be in the best position, with the most best disposition with vagina as possible. And we do and say various things to make sure that happens. A lot of guys believe that, doing a little simping here and a little simping there would do it. A lot of guys think that attacking other Black men would do it. Just to stay good with heifers that aren't going to have any real world impact in their real lives. Of course, unless slander is spread, then it might get legal. You've seen that amongst women themselves, Cardi B, Tasha K. But see, to guys who do that, to guys who drag black men, for them, that's one of the solutions to get your e pitchforks and your e torches and try to burn down the village. Except for there's no realistic impact because it's a virtual space. I mean, people have tried everything. You know, the solution is to flag videos, which y'all act like that's not going to cause a much bigger problem. That's just wow. Yeah, your solution is to slander people, say what you think about them, and it for it to be treated as fact. Yeah, it's pretty messed up little logic that we all live in. You get up here to be entertained. Here's a solution that I've seen thrown around the space quite a bit: get better jobs. They will say, get yourself in a position of power. But with most of those, they don't tell you how to do this. They don't give you a clear path because they don't know themselves. So what happens is when someone says, get you a better job, I mean, with that, yes, people can tell you all day how to get a better job. The information's out there. But to get in a position of power, I mean, shit, you can't even do basic things. You can't even not hate on somebody's YouTube channel. I mean, damn. And then how hard is it for you to listen to it from a black man's perspective? And this is other black men. This is other black men. Get the fuck out of here, old nigga. That's y'all. Get the fuck out of here, old nigga. I say, where are you guys at? You in high school? Everybody wants their own grandfather respected in this world, their own father respected, but you can't respect others. Of course, if they say something stupid, you penalize them, but you got to give everybody equal treatment. You just can't go to older black guys and just try to, beat down on them. And then some broad comes in here and says something fucking stupid. And you guys, all of a sudden, you get in line like the damn Gestapo. Fuck out of here with that. Here's a solution that some of you guys want. You want the FBI to come in and shut everybody's YouTube channel down except yours. Okay. When you negate freedom of speech, that affects us all. But y'all not ready for that conversation. You rather live inside your heads. What solutions have the Black Manosphere offered us? What solutions have you offered, Kevin? I was like, what are the problems? These men keep talking about these women. Oh, okay. We stop right there. I said, what about the times y'all talk about men? I mean, sure. I mean, I'm sorry you feel that way. You're triggered and you're unbothered. How are people unbothered and triggered? That's another conversation. What can I tell a black man more to is just to not focus on the bullshit and become the best version of yourself. And there are many different paths to doing that. You even have paths to it that I don't know about. So let's learn from each other. Let's learn from each other and see what we can come up with. What y'all want is every black man you don't like to focus on what you want them to focus on. Just black men now. Shoot, most black men listen to the hoes. or the women, or whatever they would like themselves to be called. Because I mean that word whole floats around here, and y'all like them guys that say them words like that. Again, guys have been tricked into believing, just like old Kevin Wesley from last night, they've been tricked into believing, uh, what a real man is or what a real man should do, and just allow everything to happen. There can't be no solutions until you fix certain problems with the people. If you're not willing to identify the symptom just because who's being implicated, is every black man being shown the path? No, I bet no one can answer that shit. The answer is no. Why aren't they being shown the path? There's another one. See, I just gave you a couple symptoms right there. What type of environments are breeding these type of men that you all keep complaining about? It's not when they came to an online space when they were 23, 24 years old. Nope, that's not it. Like, go back a little further. Nope, you guys don't want to do that. Because, yes, there have been cases where there have been young men who are able to rise out of that. And I'm not even saying that they're pro athletes. What solution do you have for these young men? Become the best version of yourself. You don't focus on BS like, being out in the streets. Don't get a girl pregnant. I ain't saying you got to go to school. You can go to trade school, get a skill, something you can start a business on. See, a lot of us weren't being told that. Solutions start at home. I don't give a damn. The symptoms are you're not being provided with these paths as a child. The solution would have been to provide the path. At least do your research. At least present some coherency in your child's life. So by the time they're adult, 23, 24, 25, they're going to come in. They're going to come online. The way the world is being set up right now, they're going to come online for something. And for some of those reasons, it's for something that stupid people can't provide, some actual information, some tangible shit that they could use to improve their lives. And if it's coming from a man that looks like you, why the fuck does it matter to you guys? I came from this. I came from that. There's a few ain't shit people in my life, but I persevered. Those are the kind of stories that we listen to, people say, and they dismiss it as complaining. I mean, shit, you know why a lot of these guys talk like this? Because they've already made it. They've already made a life for themselves. To assume that everybody's a loser just because they say stuff you don't like, that's just a trip. So the person that does that, talking about they come here for solutions, they come here, they come here to solve the problem of what's going on with black people. I mean, if your content speaks it, yeah, of course you can say that kind of stuff. But for real, where's the real focal point of your content? And honest with yourself, you ain't got to be honest with me, but I can be brutally honest with you. I'll tell you exactly what the focus of some of y'all content is. Shoot, when we focus on the bullshit. And I mean, like, that is something that everybody can admit. Everybody can admit that the bigger broadcasts are the fuckery broadcasts by the numbers. Damn what you as an individual have come here for. Just saying. It's, I mean, and it's okay if your content is doing great and you're making money off of it. Yeah, you found a hustle. The internet is a hustle. Why not use it? There's a solution. How do I make more money? The internet. There are millions of people that use the internet already. What is wrong with a few black folks using it? Fuck out of here with that dumb logic. If yours ain't working, try something else. Don't complain about the other man. Solutions. There are solutions that are offered in this space. Some would even argue that solutions have been offered on this channel itself. But let me give you a startling revelation. Most black people think they matter too much to listen. Sorry. And I know some of you out there, you think black people, I noticed he ain't talking about no white people, no Asian people. I don't care. They can talk about themselves. We're talking about us. And not all for you guys out there. You can't listen to a solution without talking about someone. Think about it. Offer one or two solutions. But what they talk about over there. How many broadcasts can y'all do without actually saying this stuff? Without actually clarifying yourselves with haters? Without actually clarifying yourselves to the people who are watching you? That only get together when they're detracting the space. I mean, like, that's it. That's the truth. They're not talking about solutions. Us as men, we need to take a look at our own accountability instead of other accountability. Like what? I mean, I've never made a kid out of wedlock, so that one down. I mean, that's what I'm talking about right there. What is your situation conducive to what you see in the world around you? Meaning that there's a lot of projection going on. Solutions or projection? Black men need to be leaders. Oh, okay, well, hey, here's the solution. Stop fucking up. Why don't you stop fucking up? Huh? Who are you to tell me to stop fucking up? Like, I mean, I don't know sometimes. Who are you to judge me? Me of all people. That's how we act. Me of all people. Shoot. Y'all got it. You guys are the ones, the individual listener are the ones that decide what they're in this space for. The content creators is reflected through through the content of what they're here for, whether it's solutions based or entertainment. The is the art of treating people like they're absolutely stupid. Like our idea is the right idea, and treating everybody else like they're stupid is the solution. Really? Telling me what a situation is. Let me remind you guys that this broadcast is pre-recorded. Okay, we're scrolling across the bottom of the screen, and please highly consider it. Plus, hit that like button. Or hit another button with a thumb pointing somewhere. But that's cool. For real, ask yourself, look in the mirror. I came to this space looking for solutions from black men. That's bull. You know that's bullshit. No, you didn't. If you did come looking for any particular solution, why don't you type it in that chat down there? I mean, I'll go back and read later. I don't know. Just come to the smoke show. If you're watching this live smoke show tonight, it's still going on. See, I see that smoke show as a solution to a problem. Instead of just sitting up there and acting like you have to shit on other people in order to have content, why don't you just resolve your problem at the smoke show? I know it ain't going to look all the pull up, all the catch a flight, you know, all the, I'll get my pew pew out and all the other shit. Like, lead at it, lead at somewhere else. We don't do that over here. You're just going to be brutally honest about how you feel. And that's going to be it, because none of you niggas don't want to go outside and do shit to nobody. You know, all that internet tough guy stuff is lame and whack, and it only leads to more problems. The people who have the content that do nothing but spend time on one person, ugh, shoot, those are the people that you should be concerned about, not someone that tells you the truth. And not to say I'm protecting anyone in particular, because if you're thinking about just one person and one person only, you got a one track mind. There's plenty of you that do that. Plenty of content creators. And if you want me to be more specific, if you really, really believe that I'm talking about you, then maybe I'm talking about you. I mean, who who knows? But anyway, get back to you guys not giving a damn about symptoms or solutions. Hell, I'll be embarrassed too if this is a reflection of my people. Every time somebody said something that was absolutely true. Yeah, that'll make me mad. Yeah, I want that person to shut up because I'm hearing it too much. But hey, it's the truth. Sorry. I'm sorry if black dads are the most present dads according to the CDC. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about those facts. And we as a people just can't admit it. That's why a lot of us are on YouTube, because people can't admit that one fact. Oh, okay, black dads are all gravy. Shit, that's a good reason to be on YouTube. When you can't admit that there is a good black man or a few good black men out there. And then when you run across these simps who defend the hell out of you, you can't even say they're good black men. Women, pro-wax. That's what I'm talking about. Misandrous. I'm not talking about divestors. Those are throwaways. Shoot. These niggas talk this talk about, how they got solutions. I mean, if you work with somebody in the real world that's in these YouTube streets, that's a step forward. I commend that. But nobody's interested in that shit, who you work with. And there are some that are interested in how you get to the successful place that some of you get. Yes, they are, but they're not here. They're not there for that. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing those streams. Shoot. Some of you guys watch this space a lot more than me, but the pettiness always exists. And pettiness might be a solution within itself, because it it's kind of one of those things you need to achieve balance among other things. And it's not that extreme pettiness, like putting people's info out there, which is not a solution at all. That only causes more problems. the pettiness of being able to critique someone's content. If it's based on factual observation, then there's nothing you can say about it. But if it's just feelings, then there's going to be a back and forth. How do we solve that problem? Just live and let live. See who content work. I wouldn't put out, I wouldn't put out bullshit. No, you know, I also wouldn't waste my time doing something that is obvious insanity. If it, let me just put it to you like this: if a group of women had since 1972 to listen, and they still haven't taken that option, it's like, okay, all right, what now? That's the problem that everybody has. Is how do is as much as a lot of these guys in here act like they that's not the problem for them, is how do you truly bring women back to the table? That is always going to be everyone's biggest problem. My answer is you truly can't, not at this point in history. You're going to have to start working on some other things that might work toward a path that makes it advantageous for men. I mean, but what's going to have to happen is like, what's going to have to happen is like, we just got to, what happened and what can happen and what will continue to happen. If all our waste of time, then I don't know, maybe we should just reduce this to just an entertainment space that some people do excel in because of their production value. Or there are some people that are truly getting messages out there who don't want to see young men screw themselves over. That's the only solution I can see that actually works, is that you help the men. You want any group to flourish, you help the men. I don't I don't know why people act like that's not something that can exist. If you help black men, it'll help black people. It is what it is. The problem, not helping black men. And I know how some of you get out there. Oh, what black men need help with? Black men need to help themselves. And then you call every other ethnic group that can help each other. Y'all call them powerful. Y'all saying that's power right there. You try to usurp any little drop of power from black men that you can, and then you give credit to other groups of people for doing the same shit. And that's what really pisses me off. Just back to this whole treating everyone like we're just absolutely fucking stupid shit that a lot of you guys like to do as content creators. Not empowering yourselves to empower the group. If you truly cared about black sons, you help black sons. Why were people so pissed off with Robert Smith then? Robert Smith pays for an entire graduating class's tuition and their parents. Black folks, oh, it's just a tax write-off. What about that white woman he married to? Were you just mad because they were helping black boys? People don't like. There are certain groups of people that don't like people who a certain group. Okay, let me see if I can say this right. There's a certain group of people that don't like a certain group of young men when we have our shit together. Because that's empowerment right there. You've been given these false internet narratives and let that be your solution. Instead of looking at the symptom, you're not paying the fuck attention as a parent and letting shit happen to your child, your son. Yeah, you daughters too. I care about daughters too. I mean, shit. Sounds like to me a bunch of y'all are afraid of the solutions. Maybe just out of sheer laziness or pettiness, or is that drop of self hate that all of us have? I mean, if you haven't figured out who I was talking to by now, then you're listening to the wrong channel. Most of you as content creators is I am here, I am him, I am her. You know, I'm the solution. Keeping shit up all the goddamn time. You're 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 basically doing the same thing that you're complaining about being done to others. You're trying to shame someone into silence. And with the free speech that the internet offers, I don't believe that's going to happen anytime soon. So my suggestion to all of you is just to get over it. See, there's a problem. You're upset because other black people, especially black men, are using their freedom of speech. The solution would be for you to just get over it. Problem solved. But hey, you don't care about the symptom or the solution. You just want your outcome. You think your outcome works. And that's okay. That's cool. That's awesome for you to live in a world that no one else lives in. Must be something special. I mean, for many of us to ever know what that felt like, that your reality is actually the correct one. But I mean, convince me otherwise. Drop something in the comment section. Do you believe that there are people out there that do care about symptoms of what's happening to us, the causes, like going about your life as a cause and effect. If you do this or you don't do this, a cause, the effect might be this. The solutions aren't just the ones that we like. It is what needs to be done. I don't give a fuck if you don't like it or not. Sorry, guys. So anyway, just tell what you think in the comments. Like I say, I'll go back and read the chat or whatever. Whatever anyone did as far as if it happened. I'm not saying it did, a super chat or a cash app. Thank you in advance. Like I said, this broadcast was pre-recorded, and you might have wanted to hear someone say these things. You might not have wanted to hear somebody say these types of things. But one thing's for certain, it has to be said. I'm Kev. This is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. See you guys on the next go round. Long live the habitual line steppers. And when you don't give up, you definitely do win. Till next time.